Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
It started subtly, like most things that rip your world apart often do. I bought the Sentinel Hub, a sleek, modern smart display, a few months after my friend Leo moved out. The house felt cavernous without him, the silence amplifying every creak and groan of the old timber. The hub, I reasoned, would keep me company, stream music, let me video call my sister, Edith, without having to dig out my phone. It was supposed to bring connection, not dread. For weeks, it was great. Its smooth, almost liquid voice would update me on the weather, read out recipes, or play my carefully curated chill playlists. My digital photo album cycled on its crisp screen, vacations, old college nights, Leo and me goofing off. It became a comforting presence, a low hum against the oppressive quiet. The first oddity was a photo. I woke up one morning, poured my coffee, and walked into the living room. The hub was displaying an image I hadn't seen in years. It was my childhood bedroom, but not just any photo. This was from an ancient, forgotten hard drive taken when I was maybe 8. The picture itself was grainy, slightly corrupted at the edges, and for a fleeting moment I could have sworn there was a dark, indistinct shape in the corner of the frame, something that wasn't there in the original memory. It flickered, then reverted to a picture of a sunset over Lake Superior. I shrugged. Digital glitch, probably from the cloud syncing. Happens. Then came the static. It was always brief, just a flash, like an old TV trying to find a signal. Sometimes it would show distorted lines across the screen, mimicking the patterns of my own hallway but slightly off-kilter, like looking through a warped peephole. I checked the network logs, the device settings, nothing. No unauthorized access, no update interruptions. Just these quick, jarring blips before it went back to playing my jazz station. The audio became personal. I'd be in the kitchen making dinner and my smooth jazz playlist would suddenly be interrupted by a fragment of an old nursery rhyme I hadn't heard since I was a child. Or a faint, discordant melody like a broken music box playing somewhere distant. The hub's interface would still show my current playlist, skipping along, oblivious. I'd pause it, listen intently, nothing but the hum of the refrigerator. The sound had seemed to emanate not from the speaker, but from inside the room itself, a whisper just at the edge of hearing. The fingerprints started a week ago. Faint, greasy smudges on the screen, not on the outside where I could clean them, but inside the glass. They were elongated, almost skeletal, like a child's hand pressed against the screen but stretched thin. I tried to wipe them, knowing it was futile, and my fingers met only the smooth, clean surface of the display. They seemed to shift, subtly, appearing in new spots, forming slightly different patterns. It was impossible, a manufacturing defect, I told myself, a trick of the light. But the dread was a growing knot in my stomach. Last night it culminated. I woke up with a start, the house absolutely silent but bathed in an unnatural, soft blue glow from the living room. The Sentinel Hub. I rarely left it on past my usual bedtime and certainly not displaying anything. My heart hammered as I crept out of bed. The screen was black, completely devoid of images, but the small, pinprick camera indicator light was on, a tiny, malevolent red eye staring out into the dark room. It wasn't usually on unless I was actively using the camera for a call. As I watched, frozen in the doorway, a slow-motion video began to play on the black screen. It was a view of my own bedroom. From the perspective of the Sentinel Hub placed on my nightstand, it was a feed of me, sleeping. My face on the screen was subtly contorted, mouth open in a silent scream that wasn't audible. The lighting in the video was off, casting strange, deep shadows, making my familiar room feel alien. And then a block of text appeared, overlaid on the video, glowing stark white against the dark scene. "I can see you now, Beau." And below the text, a new image flashed, not a video but a still, a photo. It was my pillow right next to where I'd been sleeping. And on that pillow, clearly visible in the cold light of the flash, was one of those impossible elongated handprints. Not smudges on a screen, but wet, greasy marks pressed into the fabric. The same shape I'd been seeing on the hub's screen for days. It was on my pillow. I scrambled, adrenaline surging, ripping the power cord from the wall socket with such force that the plug sparked. The screen died instantly, plunging the living room back into absolute darkness. I don't remember picking it up, but I remember the sickening crunch as I threw it against the wall. It shattered, glass and plastic scattering across the floor. I just stood there, breathing ragged, staring at the inert shards, then at my bedroom door, which felt too wide, too open. I don't know what got in or how. I only know that the hub is gone, but the feeling of being watched, of having my most private space invaded, has only intensified. I don't know if I'll ever feel truly alone again.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.